Welcome to another trip. Today you join me on my way to a beach just north of where I live. It's probably a 40-minute drive, not too bad, pretty easy. The weather looks like it'll be holding up today. And yeah, a little bit of a celebration for me at this very moment. As of filming this video, I have got 60 views on my first YouTube video. So I thought, let me keep the people happy, the people being you. If you're not a people and you're watching this video, then welcome. This is what humans look like. So yeah, today's trip will be in the Jimny again. I did put a photo up on Instagram of my Land Cruiser, but I haven't managed to put together a trip with that one yet. That involves the whole family, and it's a slightly bigger affair than just jumping in the Jimny on a Friday. So this is it. A little Friday afternoon jaunt. Shoot over to the beach. Drop the tires a little bit. Hopefully, looking at the weather, the weather's meant to be alright, but it's meant to be fairly warm and not as cloudy as it's looking at the moment. I'm hoping it might clear up. So hopefully I'll have a nice day. Then again, the beach does tend to fill up quite quickly if the weather is just beautiful. So we'll see how that goes. So on with the show. Accessing Redhead Beach, or in this case Blacksmiths Beach, is fairly simple. All you have to really deal with is some uneven tarmac. I was recently recommended these little quickie deflators by a mate of mine, so I haven't actually set them up yet. So the idea is that it has a little spring load mechanism inside, has a set pressure that it drops to, so you set them up once by turning the little dial, and then you have a set pressure that you can drop down to. So I'll probably just use these for the beach. If I ever do bush or rock or anything like that, I'd probably get the pressures more appropriately set. But for beach, being on the beach, I think that'll will work pretty well. So what's it like driving the Jimny on the beach? Well, for one, it's exceptionally light, weighs next to nothing, and I have my camping gear in it, but that doesn't weigh a terrible amount. It does suffer from a severe lack of power, so if you wanted to be, and obviously it's a dinky toy, it suffers from a severe lack of power, so it's not what I'd call a drag racer, going climbing big dunes or anything like that with it, but it is a lot of fun. It can definitely get you where you need to go. Nice little dinky toy, and if you get your tire pressures right, as with any four-wheel drive, it'll do whatever you need it to do. So, I mean, here I'm no big momentum, not caning it to try and do anything, and I've set up, I'm where I'm going to set up, and I think the main thing is to be out of the way when people drive here. So I think having a look around, this might be it. So this is about the time when you might be wishing that I was a more professional YouTube channel and had proper audio equipment. The wind is absolutely howling. It's the beach or the coast, so it's quite, I mean, you could say it's unpleasant. I don't really mind. So I'm going to set up camp just here. Don't think that's a bad view. My trip to Blacksmiths has an ulterior motive, and that is to test out my new fancy 1.4 meter awning. If you watched the first episode on my YouTube channel, you would have seen that I struggled quite a bit with setting up a tarp in the wind and the rain. So this is quite a change of pace. I feel almost like I'm glamping. Another addition to my camping gear is an awning sidewall. Here I am trying to set it up in the wind and the weather, and I'm getting a little bit of deja vu, I'll be honest. The wind is making me feel like I'm setting up a tarp. So, after struggling for all of about 10 seconds, I've decided it's back to the drawing board with the sidewall. If you ever try to make fire in the wind, you know what I'm struggling with right now. Now granted, I'm using briquettes, which is probably my least favorite source of fuel for making fire. I find them exceptionally irritating. I am using them because it was in the shop on my way here, and I was having a lot of trouble getting them lit, even with a fire starter. But I have found the solution. I have made use of my aluminium roll top table as a windbreak. Who says you can't multitask your camping gear? On the menu this evening, we have chicken skewers with a honey soy sauce, grilled halloumi, and the Australian classic garlic bread. Go. Dinner. And yes, I am eating straight off the chopping board like an animal. Oh, look at that sunset. The only thing that could make that sunset better would be if it was over the ocean. That's many, 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 many miles away for me to achieve that, so I'm just gonna have to do with that. I mean, it's not bad. Something about eating while you're camping. I mean, I could have just made this at home, but somehow it wouldn't taste the same. So that's that. The weather's a bit better than the last time I was camping, so I might actually be able to put a little bit of a fire together. That's awesome. One thing I will say that really does irk me is the amount of rubbish around here. It's just astounding. I mean, how can you do that? Because, you know, if you've got more than 2 brain cells, what are you doing? Anyway. Whinge over. I'm going to tuck into my dinner now. I might make a little bit of a fire for a bit of mood lighting. And tuck in for the night. See you in the morning. And here we have the obligatory sunrise shot. Because I'm using the most rudimentary of photography gear, this is about the best I could do. The other thing that you might notice in this shot is that there's a dry patch right next to the Jimny. Now, for there to be a dry patch, there needed to be wet patches all around. So yes, it rained through the night. Just my luck. It's dripping. But the cloud cover looks like it's clearing up. Don't know if I want to put my awning out again because I'm just making coffee. I'll see how it goes. Good morning, by the way. And here we have 2 pieces of camping gear that are, in my opinion, indispensable. A jet boil, which is a legendary water boiling appliance, and a small Wakeiko pod coffee maker. With my liquid breakfast done and the site successfully packed up, it's time to head home. If you enjoyed this episode of Impala Overland, please like the video, leave a comment if you'd like, and head over to my channel and subscribe. It really helps. See you next time.